I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh my god, I had no idea I would need tissues for this. We have a very special announcement to make today.
We are permanent residents in the
Philippines. Yay! Cheers!
We're gonna take a look around this market and see what delicious food we can get. Oh, and we have a Filipino eatery. We just had to go and try the Filipino food. Of course, we're traveling to the Philippines next week. Yesterday was a full-on travel day. We flew from Kuala Lumpur to Manila. And here we have a few fun people joining us on the tour.
From the Philippines.
A little bit of a meetup today. These amazing guys came and brought us some Filipino snacks. Called the Juicy Vlog. Oh, we did meet up with them. We just arrived back in the Philippines yesterday, and today an epic road trip commences together with these guys back here. Yesterday I spent around an hour looking for apartments in Manila and also started looking at property and land in Siargao.
You guys make us feel like we're part of the family, and that is one main thing why I said, okay, I definitely want to move to the Philippines because this feels like home.
Guys, this is just unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm getting emotional here.
Filipinos have really changed us in a very positive way. Oh, I'm all sobbing now. What is that? Look at this. This is unlike anything.
The living room?
It's just like a manifest to what the Filipino culture is. It's people that we've just met. They've taken us into their home. They're proud to show us their amazing food. They're so welcoming. So lucky to be able to live in this country. We did it, guys!
So majestic, like I'm so overwhelmed with emotions.
Hello. Hello, baby. Nelly and I bought our dream condo in the Philippines.
Yay!
I love the Philippines!
I just saw the intro for the very first time, and let me just say, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh my god, I had no idea I would need tissues for this. Oh guys, we have to celebrate because we have a very special announcement to make today.
Something that we have been so excited about sharing for such a long time, and it is honestly one of the most exciting times in our lives. So welcome to the vlog. Thank you for joining us, and yeah, we are very happy and proud to say that we are permanent residents in the
Philippines. Yay! Cheers!
Way to start. Oh my god, way to start.
Wow, nice intro that you put together.
Thank you. Yeah, just I tried to summarize a few key moments in the past 3 to 4 years that led up to this very moment, to this very point in our lives. And yeah, let's get started.
Okay.
A lot of you know, over the past few months we've been kind of teasing something that we've been working on, something that we've been preparing, and
we were so secret about it because, yeah, nothing was confirmed yet, and we were still waiting. And when we thought it's going to happen, it didn't happen. But yeah, continue.
it was one heck of a journey to get to this point, and it was harder than we had ever anticipated it would be. It's one of the hardest things that we've had to go through in our entire lives, and I think it's also one of the proudest things that we are of in our lives up to this point. In 2019, Nelly and I decided we wanted to live in the Philippines, and that's when we moved to our first condo in Makati.
And we loved it so much. I loved living in that condo.
Yeah, and at the same time, when we moved into that condo, we said we need to take steps to have a permanent residency visa here in the Philippines because we want to start our lives in the Philippines. We want to build a future in the Philippines. And we started speaking to visa agents and started making a plan, figuring out what kind of visa that we need and how we would get to the point that we get the visa. And then in 2020, as you know, the whole pandemic hit and the Bureau of Immigration completely shut down their visa program.
Yeah.
So no visas were issued from 2020 all the way through till 2021. There was one point where one of the agents reached out and said, now is the time to apply for your visa. Now is the time to prepare all the documents. And we had to go through so much to be able to get our visa. We went through everything from background checks to Bureau of Quarantine, like health inspections. So crazy. We had to go through so much probing and we had to prepare so many documents, and the conditions that were required for us to actually get the visa were so stringent. But we were really lucky that we had a phenomenal agent that, you know, held our hands through the entire process and helped us to get to this point. Without him, there's no way we would have managed.
I would not recommend applying for any kind of visa in the Philippines without an agent,
without a professional. Bureau of Immigration is very, very exact with the way that they want documents submitted, and you just need an experienced person to help you, guide you through the whole process, and that's luckily what we had. So cheers again to that.
Cheers.
So the big question is, why did we get a permanent residency visa here in the Philippines?
Okay, first of all, we are here for the long run. We are here to stay for good, and we took steps to make it happen.
And since we want to settle down here, build a house, we wanted to have some sort of reassurance that we can live here forever, that we can, you know, build a life here, start a family here. And now that we do have our visa, we can start doing all of those things. I mean, we've started with the preparation and the planning, and we've shared a lot of these stories with you guys already, but now is the time to really, you know, pull the trigger on certain things. Now is the time to live.
Yeah, and there have been a lot of things happening behind the scenes that that we didn't show on the vlogs yet. I know there are a lot of speculations and things going on, and people are always like writing things in the comments where I'm like, no. So yeah, we are going to have a future house in the Philippines, and I'm super, super excited about it. I think with our big event of the year, our engagement, we kind of already made it public that we want to get married in the Philippines and that we want to have our future there. So here we are.
And in a recent vlog, we told you that we would be going home to see family very soon. We were quite surprised that a lot of people thought that we were leaving the Philippines for good. But
and everybody's like, bye, thank you for visiting the Philippines. And I'm like, what?
But it's literally like a vacation. You know, you go somewhere to go on vacation, you come back after 2 weeks. That's like the kind of thing that it is. So that's the plan, to go and see family. And we really, really wanted to have our permanent residency visa so that we can come back to the Philippines. We have our condo here, we have our cat here, we have our lives here. So we didn't want to leave the Philippines without the reinsurance that we can come back again. And
especially during the pandemic, travel is kind of a tricky thing.
And already since 2 years, people on a tourist visa are not allowed to enter the Philippines. Only people with a permanent visa or working visa or married to Filipinos are allowed to enter the country. So for us, there was no way. If we would have gone home at any point of time, we couldn't have come back. But now, with our permanent residency visa, being immigrants, we can come and go as we please. And I believe in a few years we can even become Filipino if we want to.
Yeah, so a lot of exciting things are ahead. We already started planning the trips to see our family. And to be very honest with you, it has been a procedure. Like, it has been so difficult for our mental health to plan something and then postpone it, and then we had to change plans like several times. I even saw a comment from somebody saying, oh, you know what, like in the previous vlog you said, 1 month ago you said, oh, you're going to see your family and now you're in Chagall. And I'm like, it has been a roller coaster with planning international trips. And it's not as easy as it seems.
Yeah. So originally I was supposed to get my visa by the end of August, and it just kept being pushed back and back and back. And we didn't get it at the same time. So my visa was issued shortly before the Chagall trip. And we kind of said, so we originally thought we'd go and see family in September, but it kept getting pushed back. And that's why we said, instead of, you know, living day by day, waiting for the opportunity to go with family, let's just take a time out, fly to Chagall, take a break, and hopefully by the time we get back, both our visas are issued. And that's actually what happened. So
yeah, and I think you saw in the videos that it was so good for our mental health, that we were so, you know, happy and carefree kind of. So, you know, we reunited at least with our friends there. So that was good.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah, and for full transparency, we filmed a lot more vlogs in Chagall than we spent days in Chagall.
Yes.
So we've had this already for a while. We just needed a break from filming vlogs every single day. So we prepared content ahead of time, and that's what you guys have been seeing in the past few weeks.
Yes.
And actually right now we're catching up to now time.
Yes, kind of.
Back to real time, which is really, really good. But yeah, it feels so good to be able to share this with you guys. It has been just an emotional roller coaster for us. This whole journey from the first time we came to the Philippines has been an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
To reiterate, we are leaving the Philippines for a trip to see our family, to then come back home to the Philippines, where we spending the rest of our lives. We will go on trips. We're going to be traveling a lot more if the pandemic allows to do so, just because we always were very passionate about traveling around. But our home base is the Philippines, and we'll always stay the Philippines.
Yeah.
A lot of exciting things are coming. I'm going to finally finish my pilot's license. Everything was pushed back just because of pandemic. We're going to start looking for properties. We're going to try and start building a house here in the Philippines. This is all very exciting stuff that we can do now with full confidence, knowing that we are immigrants in this beautiful country.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful journey. Thank you so much for convincing us that the Philippines is indeed a place that we can call home. We feel very welcome. We're very grateful for the community that we have, all the memories that we made, all the people that we met that filled our hearts with happiness. We're feeling super, super duper at home here, and we'll continue sharing good vibes here from the Philippines and promoting the country, but also travel a little bit if, you know, circumstances allow.
Yeah, cheers to that. So thank you for joining, guys. That was the good news that we've been wanting to share for so long, and now finally can share.
Yes.
And yeah, that being said, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Same time, same place.
Remember to stay awesome,
Be positive,
and make it happen.
Bye bye.